Welcome back to Catalyst University. My name is Kevin Tokoph, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the Bearhug test. The Bearhug test is a special test used in the diagnosis of a tear of the subscapularis muscle, one of the rotator cuff muscles. So let's take a look at how that test is performed right now. So, to perform the Bearhug test, the patient will be positioned either in standing or sitting, as you see right here, and they're going to reach across to their opposite shoulder and put their palm on that shoulder, okay? The important thing here is that the fingers need to remain in neutral or even slight extension. And this is so there's no temptation to grasp onto the shoulder. Because if they're grasping onto their shoulder, they're using grip or forearm strength, and that could potentially give a false negative for this test. So you want to make sure their fingers are not latched on like this, okay? Now from here, the PT is going to do two things. Number one, with one hand, they're going to come around to the test side upper back to stabilize. And that's so when we perform the test, there's no rotational compensations or anything like that. And with my other hand, that is my left hand, I'm going to grasp the patient's wrist or distal forearm. Now from here, she's going to attempt to keep her palm right there. I'm going to try to move her hand away like that. So in order for her to keep her palm there against my resistance, she's going to have to rely on internal rotation strength, ergo the subscapularis muscle. Okay, so let's take a look at the test. I'm trying to move her hand away. She's not letting me. And because she's able to keep her palm there, that would indicate she has sufficient subscapularis strength, and that would actually be a negative test. Okay, so what does a positive test look like? Well, she tries to keep it there. I try to move it away, and it gives pretty easily. It comes off, okay? That would indicate she has weakness in that subscapularis muscle. Now, in order for that to constitute a positive test, on the affected side, this has to come off fairly easily compared to the unaffected side, which either doesn't come off or it's much harder to pry that hand off. So there has to be a noticeable difference in strength side to side. Okay? If, for example, you were dealing with an older, frail person, let's say, and this side comes off fairly easily, but then you test the uninvolved side and it comes off equally easily, that may actually be a negative test. And that's why you want to make sure to compare the result to the unaffected side. And note that if there's a subscapularis tear, particularly grades 1 and 2, it may also be associated with reproduction of their familiar shoulder pain, okay? And also note the psychometric values up here. The sensitivity, it's pretty poor, it's only 52%, so if the test is negative, it doesn't tell you anything. You cannot rule out a subscapularis tear. However, the specificity is pretty good. It's 85%. So if this test was positive, there's an 85% chance that the patient does have a subscapularis tear. Again, you cannot be absolutely certain that that's what it is. So you want to make sure to correlate this with other test results, like the belly press test, Gerber liftoff test, and also the internal rotation lag sign. Okay? So hopefully this video gave you a good understanding of the Bearhug test. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification button for alerts for videos in the future. Thank you so much.